Hello, I'm Gene Crawford with Unmet Style, and I'm here with Emily Lewis. If you don't know Emily, she has written a pretty darn good book on microformats, and I believe you are the self-proclaimed microformats expert, right? What is it you say?
I would consider myself an expert,
Yeah,
but
I would
yeah,
too.
there are a lot of other people that are too.
No, I would too. I would consider you one of the leading experts on this particular corner of the web. So tell me a little bit about what you've been doing recently.
Well, recently I've been getting my freelance business off the ground. I used to be a web designer for a large company for about 5 years, and then I finally decided to leave them this April. So it's been several months of sort of learning how to manage my time and find
Right.
work and manage clients.
That's awesome. It's a scary thing to take that step, I know, and I congratulate you for that, though.
Thanks. It's been worth it. It's so
Yeah,
far so good.
that's cool. And so that leads you to do public speaking and things as much as possible. How did you get into doing that?
Let's see. Well, I had an interest. I had attended the Webmaster Jam session a couple years ago. It was the last one that they had. And I walked away from it. It was a good conference, and the speakers were great, but I walked away from it realizing that I knew everything that they were already talking to me about.
Right.
And I was also really frustrated. I think at that conference, Gina Bolton was the only female presenter there. That I also found that frustrating, and so sort of put an intention out there to people that I talked to that I'd be open to speaking. And then once I got the book deal, it's really a lot easier to get speaking engagements once you're a published author.
Right.
So
I've heard that.
I had my first kind of official where I traveled and had like a little stipend sort of thing, professional speaking engagement last November. And I really liked it. And
That's
I
great.
sort of filled it in with local gigs.
Gotcha.
And it's just been growing. I'm really excited about it.
That's great. So how did you get involved with the In Control conference?
Christopher Schmidt, he had asked me to do one of the Environments for Humans online workshops.
Right.
And I did a 3-hour workshop for them this past January, and it was great. And Chris and Ari and I just got to know each other, and I'm guessing that I do a good job presenting because he asked me to participate with In Control.
You do. Was that the accessibility or the CSS3 summit? I think it
Oh,
was
that was no. It was called the Workshop Summits, and they had
okay.
a different topic for
Right.
over 2 days or something.
Right. I heard you on one of those a while back, and you did do a good job.
Oh,
Uh,
thanks.
we like your book as well. It's one of the staples, that we use here. And I teach a class, and I always talk about microformats, and the book's in the library, so we make sure.
Yay!
Yeah. So, what are you going to be covering at Accessibility? I mean, at In Control.
Well, I'll be talking about microformats again, and because of the longer format that they give for presentations, it'll be a lot more than just a review of microformats, what they are, their benefits and stuff like that. But I'll be demoing a lot of live applications and services that take advantage of microformats. I'll be showing how to publish microformats. But what I'm really excited to talk about, because I haven't had a chance to do it since my last speaking engagement this past June, but I'm going to be talking about what the impact of HTML5 micro data has on microformats.
Awesome.
So a little bit of information about that, and most of it's mostly my opinion.
Sure.
And then I'm also hoping to sort of kind of convince people about the importance of semantic thinking when it comes to writing markup, and sort of suggest to them that if you're thinking about writing microformats, you're already embracing that idea. And if you take it another step further towards an accessibility direction, that you can do the same thing with ARIA roles, just adding some attributes and values to your markup to make it a more usable and accessible experience for your visitors.
Right.
So it's a little bit of everything, but mostly microformats.
That's cool. And he's giving you like 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to plan to talk for about 90 minutes and expect to have about 30
Right.
minutes for questions.
That's excellent. I have to be honest, I'm particularly interested in the part you just mentioned about microformats working with other applications. I think that's, in my opinion, that's like the key of it, and then you just don't hear much about that.
Exactly. And sometimes I wish I was a developer so that I could be the person that builds the tools that are
Sure.
out there. Because
Right.
I get some pretty good ideas, but there are people who are developers who understand the back end side of things, and they buy into microformats, and they're developing things that work with your browsers or work with different devices
Yeah.
to make microformats more useful.
That's awesome. Well, we're
Hmm.
looking forward to it. I look forward to meeting you in person there.
Me
And
too.
thank you for talking with us.
No problem. Thank you.